Airspace and cyberspace power. Your Air Force delivers those capabilities better than anybody else, at home and abroad, 24/7, 365. We can't fly, fight, and win without our installations. These combat platforms are absolutely integral to our ability to launch sorties, control satellites, and protect our networks against cyber attacks. The Air Force is changing how we manage and resource those installations and how we support the men and women who care and feed for them each and every day. Our mission is supporting commanders, and our focus is their success. So how are we going to do that? I'd like you to hear from some of the men and women who have spent the last 6 months trying to think about that problem and trying to formulate solutions. They can tell it better than I can, what the center is all about and what you can expect and look forward to in the coming months and years ahead.
The Air Force Installation Mission Support Center is intended to drive efficiencies by consolidating multiple headquarters functions, which will, when stood up, standardize a consistent delivery model for airmen programs at the installation level.
We need to make sure we have the organization in place, that we have the people we need, and that we have the processes we need in order to provide the support people need at wing level.
Well, first off, I think it's very important for everyone to be open to change as we go through this process. So how will this be better?
I think it's going to make it better because it's going to have a single organization that has an Air Force-wide look at those typical base operations support functions that happen across every Air Force base.
Where they can request the resources that they need to meet the needs of the men and women that we serve on the Air Force installations, both in garrison and in deployed locations.
So rather than having each major command look at traffic management, for example, there's going to be one center that's looking at traffic management for the whole Air Force.
They have good processes in place, so we can pull best practices from each agency, combine those, and then adopt them across the board. That way we'll use that and create efficiencies, saving money and time for the Air Force.
And it's a matter of balancing risk with resources against existing requirements, considering that we have very austere funding, and trying to give the commander good information as to where he or she ought to take the organization.
As of 1 October 2014, several agencies have already moved up underneath us. Transparency is the key component to the stand-up of Air Force Installation Mission Support Center, and its customers should see no difference in the level of services received from these units.
And that's the objective to go, is at the same time, saving the manpower and saving the money for the Air Force in the long run. Because at the end of the day, that's the whole objective of the Air Force Installation Mission Support Center.
Effective, efficient, responsive, focused on supporting commanders. Those are just a few of the ingredients that our team outlined that are the recipe for success as we work to stand up your Air Force Installation and Mission Support Center. Thank you for all the support you've provided so far, and I look forward to continuing the dialogue, and I promise to keep you posted as we move forward in standing up this capability on behalf of your United States Air Force.
Thank you.